Hello there. I am doing a quick video as I am walking to my car. It is the end of Monday, and I don't know, today was a little stressful. So I am about to get in the car, and I don't know, I guess I just kind of wanted you guys to see the outside, I guess. I don't know. So I'm going to tell you about it as soon as I get in. Hello there. I am on my way home after school. I usually have a little bit more light than this, but it is a little bit later. I wanted to finish up some stuff before I head home because I don't want to work on a lot of stuff when I get home. And today is Monday, and I am oh my gosh, my head hurts. If you notice, I did not get any footage today. Today was basically repetition day, and I found myself repeating the same instructions over and over and over and over again. And I'm a little concerned about how that's going to work out for the near future, especially with us entering into our blended learning activities. Now, the goal is for me to be able to conference with my students. The conferences went good today for the 5 minutes, and that is because we kind of had we didn't have a lot of feedback to discuss because they just started their activities, and they're still learning how that process works. So next week will be, and later on this week will be a more in-depth, I'm sorry, I think I just hiccuped, will be a more in-depth conference for them. I'm just a little concerned. I want to say approximately 60% of my students are completing the assignments appropriately, the videos and things, and they are actually paying attention and attempting to try and actually completing them, and taking their time. 40% of them are either the following: rushing through the videos, so they're getting a very bad score and they're not really learning anything. Number 2, not answering any questions or preparing any questions for me in order to assist them if they don't understand the questions. Number 3, not watching the videos at all, working with their other playing around with other students, so I'm constantly having to redirect. And my final number 4, just sitting there and looking and off in space, and it appears as if they are doing what they're supposed to do. The videos are playing, things are happening, and just looking off in space. I don't know which one of those are my most favorite. I don't know. So this is a time where the frustration becomes real, because the past couple of weeks it's been just, getting into it, and then we started off with a project to get them excited, so that was really good and it really pumped up, and now we have to get into the meat and the juiciness of the standards and our topics, and it's, and I told them, you have to get through a little bit of push before you can actually really dive into it. And some of them are finishing their videos. Like I said, they started them last Thursday. So by the end of today, many of them have started to complete them. And so they can move on to the next chapter of their lives. And some of them are just like, I'm just gonna stay here. And again, that is perfectly okay, but I need for them that if they are going to take their time to complete the videos, that they're actually taking their time to complete the videos and not just playing around. I don't want them playing around. So we have to find out how I'm going to fix it, or how we're going to get it to work the best. And so I will talk to you later about that, because I don't have, 18-wheeler about blew me off the road. Okay, and I don't have much daylight coming in, so, and light and everything, so it's looking all fuzzy. So I will talk to you tomorrow and give you a little talk about that discussion. So I'll see you later. Good morning. Today is Tuesday, September the 26th, and I am going to be doing some planning today by myself because my partner teacher has a meeting. So I am just going to go through some things, my checklist, some grades that I need to catch up with for my students. But let me go ahead and show you what I am diffusing in my classroom currently right now. Okay, so I picked up this diffuser from Bed Bath and Beyond. I used one of my little coupons that I got in the mail, like the $5 one or the 20% off one. I'm not sure which. I think it was originally $19.99 to $29.99. I'm not quite sure. It is the spa room one. It changes colors, and it's about 4 hours worth of time, and it turns off when it's done. I am currently using Young Living Thieves. This one is Vitality. Thieves Oil Vitality, and then also Thieves, and this one is Citrus, also Young Living, and this one is Citrus Fresh. So the Thieves Oil, I really like with the smell, and then the Citrus Fresh, killing all those little germs. So I really like that. Again, I'm just going to show you real quick. Yeah. Good afternoon. It is, I forgot, Tuesday. You guys, it is just day 2. So it is Tuesday afternoon after school, and I am just jumping on here to do a quick reflection of today. I kind of gave you a glimpse of, not really me planning, but just kind of let you know that I, was playing by myself and just going through some grades and doing some grades. And then today went through some conferences. Now, my conference times, I showed you in my previous vlog that I set them up in about 5-minute increments, and it looks like they are going over 5 minutes. But some kids' conferences are shorter, some kids' conferences are a little bit longer. So it seems to kind of even out pretty much around the times. So if someone lasted for 7 minutes, then someone else's may only need to last for about 3. So it's okay as far as the time frame. So I just have kids that I see within that time frame. I am still having it pop up on their Google Calendar. However, one thing that I did notice is because I sent Google Calendar invites to every single kid that I teach, it also has been popping up on mine. So I think I'm just going to take off the notifications on my iPad so it just doesn't constantly pop up. And it'll be in my calendar, but it doesn't. I just minimize my notifications for me to see it. So I will definitely recommend that. That is a piece of feedback that will help you if you want to use calendar invites for kids. Please make sure that you turn off the notifications for your device. So if you have an iPad, it will just turn it off in your iPad. Also, calendar pop-up invitations inside of your email. That is also quite annoying. So I'm going to find a way to turn that off as well. And then secondly, I was trying out some different things because I don't like to sit in one spot in my classroom, and throughout the day I moved to several places. I went to desks with kids, and I also used my personal desk, and then I also used my cart. So I think I really like my personal desk a little bit better, but I like my desk when I'm sitting directly beside the kid, not across from the kid, because when I'm across from the kid, it almost feels very impersonal, feels almost like it is very cold, and I don't really want that type of atmosphere. I want a very comfortable, positive, they feel comfortable and confident to ask me questions about different things to help them be successful in my class. So that is what I am making sure that I'm doing. I just need to make sure that I try to do it in a way where maybe I can have a conference desk, not necessarily that round desk, because in the round desk I found that my back is towards the class, and that is never a good thing. I don't want my back fully towards the class. So I don't know. I have some footage that I probably inserted before this, and if you see it, you will see that in the cart, the chair that I was in, the chair is lower, and so it's like weird typing on the computer with it sitting up higher. And then also because it's really preferably a stand-up cart, but by the end of the day my feet I was standing all day long, so I just wanted to sit a little bit towards, and that was the last period of the day. And what else and just leaning over to talk to the kids was not very good. I did not like that. I didn't like having to lean to show them stuff on their iPad. So I truly believe that I'm possibly going to do a chair method, or maybe even stand with them if I can. Maybe we'll do a stand at the cart. I don't know. I just need to find an easier way. I also found that I need to be in a position where I can charge my computer. My computer needs to stay next to an outlet. So I'm thinking about pulling them to the back of the room as well. And I think the only reason why I didn't go to the back of the room is because I'm getting rid of my STEM project. So I'm allowing the students to take their STEM projects back home if they need to. And if they don't want to take them home, they're going to get thrown away. So, but just want to kind of sum that up with a reflection today about just how I feel about it. I'm also thinking about not conferencing the kids every single week. I'm thinking about doing it every other week, because I see that I really don't think I need to conference with them every single week if I'm providing them quality feed, because I can't pull small group at all, because I have to be, my times are set every week. So I'm starting out with conferencing I thought it would be really cool to see it every week, but twice a month to have a full one-on-one conversation with Mrs. Curry twice a month is still way more than what they could get before. So really excited about that. But yeah, so I just wanted to kind of drop in and just give a little snippet of my feedback for how it's going, and just kind of let you know how things are going in my classroom with this trial period of I don't even know what you want to call this method in my classroom. A sprinkle of blendy. I don't know. It was truly blended. I really don't know, because I'm trying to make it so individualized for each kid. I think there's also a new method called personalized learning. I'm not sure if that's a true term for within education or not, but that's where we're going towards. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the little reflection piece. I really didn't want to, I'm sorry I'm going so deep into it. I try not to make these so long, but I definitely wanted to kind of reflect. And I think that's very, very important for you to reflect on your everyday. It's very important to reflect on every day. So anyway, talk to you later. Hello, good afternoon. It is Thursday. I did not really get a chance to record yesterday because it was just so I didn't feel very good. I don't know what it is. I think it's majorly the change in temperature, and the change in temperature is causing me to have some issues with, I'm sorry you guys, I'm passing somebody, they are swerving really badly, so I'm having some issues with I think it's just allergies. I don't know, the change in the temperature. So as it's getting back warmer, it is allowing things that should be dying, I guess, to survive. And here in the South, it's not quite fall as of yet. So date-wise, it is autumn. But as far as temperature, it is not what we're typically used to. It stays a little bit warmer until about, I want to say, mid-October, later October. And then sometimes it goes really drastic, really cold. It's just weird. So, however, on Tuesday, I discussed with you guys that I was going to change up how my conferences were going to go. Spend a little bit more time with kids, make it the block of time a little bit longer, and then just pull them within that time frame. And it is working out really good. I am actually pulling kids and talking with them, letting them know where they stand on their grades. They feel really confident when they walk away, knowing that what they have to redo and retake. I fill out a Google Google form. I fill it out and then I email them the results. So what happens is the Google form emails me the information and then I just forward it to the kids. I have been trying to use different formats, different add-ons in order to try to just automatically send the information to the kids, but one of them I really liked. It actually creates a Google Doc and a PDF inside of your Google Drive, and then you can actually share that with the kids. But you guys, that did not work out very well because it only allowed me to do 100 of those a month, and then I realized I had to pay $37 for it, and I was like, that's not gonna work. So right now I'm just emails it to myself whenever I fill out the form, and then I just forward that to the kids. I feel like that works way better, and it's just working fine. And so I really like that. The conference actually gives me an opportunity to even talk with the kids, clear up any misconceptions, and definitely clear up to make sure that they know, like, especially when I notice that they got an answer wrong on an assignment, and we talk about it and I ask them and then I have them explain it to me, and I feel very confident knowing that they understand it if I can talk them through it. So that really helps as well, and they feel better about their answer choices as well. So I am really glad about that. I feel as if this constant contact and constant what's funny is that now my kids are towards the end of the week. I have kids saying, Miss Curry, my conference is today. And I didn't start. I started it on Monday. But I now have kids saying, Miss Curry, you forgot about me. My conference is today. Miss Curry, my conference is today, right? Miss Curry, I'm looking at my calendar. My conference is today. So it's just really cool. And I'm just excited about that. I'm really so excited. So, conference with Curry conference. So, one of my students in the afternoon, he calls it the Curry conference. He actually calls me Curly Curry. And he's like, Curly Curry. And he thinks he gave me the name. He said, Miss Curry, I gave you that name. I was like, actually, somebody, when I first started teaching at this school, because when I first started teaching about 2 years ago at this particular school, one of my students, and I cannot for the life of me remember who it was because it caught on like fire, and it just, would say stuff like, you always wear your hair curly, it's always curly, and da da da, and then they were just playing with the words, and they were like, curly curry, curly curry. And then another student kind of chimed in with that, and they were like, hey, you're Curly Curry, and your room is on the corner, Curly Curry Corner. And so that is how I got the Curly Curry Corner. And I just kept that little name, and it just fit, and I just, I love it. But that's just a side story. So anyway, class is going really well. I look forward to allowing my students to take the test, and I really like this method because, like I said, I'm not going to allow my students to take the test and put themselves in and give them a disadvantage if they are not fully prepared. So going through each step, making sure that they have done all of the assignments and completed everything that I've asked them to do, and then their grades are successful. That really makes me feel more confident. It makes them feel more confident about the test as well, because they know that I would not let them go and take the test if they are not fully prepared. So, sorry that I'm doing this so late. I'm going to just go ahead and end it here, and because it's getting darker. And so I will talk to you tomorrow. Oh, and I am going to definitely show you. I'm so excited because, like I told you, we're having club days more often now. So I'm going to show you tomorrow's club day. So I already have my shirt picked out. Last week or 2 weeks ago, I wore my Dragon Ball Z shirt, which you guys saw in a vlog. And then today or tomorrow, I'm going to show you. I'm wearing my Bleach shirt because I love Bleach. So that's my favorite anime of all time. And yes, So I am going to show you kind of how I go through a process of doing that, because I told you I had can scan my kids' ID scanner, and then I'm just going to kind of show you how I set up and for them to how we kind of do the anime club and just presentation. So because we are starting a new month, I went ahead and updated my calendar. So I just want to bring notice to this. I purchased this calendar from the Target dollar spot about 2 years ago, and I think they still have them. They're just not exactly like it, but what I did was laminated the calendar, and then I also cut these out and laminated them, and I used Velcro dots so I don't have to push pin them, and it saves it a lot. And I keep the calendar up all month with the dates. So October, parent conferences, test date. This is the first available day that they will be able to test if they want to. So the first available day for them to schedule their test. And then I have report cards and Halloween are on the same day, so I just put both of them side by side. If you can notice, and one is not up there October 1st, and that's because it starts on a Sunday, so I didn't have room for it. And I also got this really cool calendar from Brain Pop this summer at a conference. It's really cool because it gives you important things that happened on these dates, and then you'll see they list the Brain Pop videos that go along with those different events. And down here is color coded, so the ones that are blue are regular Brain Pop, the ones in orange are Brain Pop Junior for like the little kids, and then Brain Pop ESL. So I really like that. So that's also what I did this afternoon. Okay guys, I told you I was going to show you how I use my Google form right here, and all it has is just one area. It just says name and scan ID, and that's all it's going to pull. And I am taking that right there in that Google form. Okay, it's anime club attendance, and then I'm just checking them in, and it's just a regular barcode scanner, just a regular normal barcode scanner. So I'm going to take my ID, and when you're on here on the link, you have to be here. So you're going to put your cursor in here, make sure it's on, and then I'm going to come over here, scan my barcode, and as you see, it automatically submits because your scanner is almost like a keyboard. It recognizes it as a keyboard. It's going to automatically submit. So here, you guys, I'm actually going to show you. I'm going to come over here to the attendance and show you what I did. So it scans in and it pulls it here, okay? So now what you have to do is come over here, and here's the cool part. Down here, I have all of my kids' ID numbers linked with their names and grade level, okay? And this sheet is called student data, and then I put in this VLOOKUP, okay? Now, their last name is located in this column right here. So you see A, B, C, and D. We call it just column 4. So on the student lookup page, their last name is located in 4. It's located in 2 for their, 2 for their first name, and then grade level is located in column 5. Okay. Also, I am pulling the data look up for their name, first name, for their last name, first name, and grade level based off of this number right here. So I'm telling it, hey, look at this number right here, which will be C2 because I'm going to copy this and put it up here. Based off of this, of their ID number, what is their last name, first name, and grade level? So I'm going to show you how it works. So I'm going to take this. So what I do is when I scan it, when you enter in a form, it always populates a row at the top for you. It automatically populates, and then it pushes everything that's underneath it down. So I just kept this in here so that it would just be there, permanent. So I take a copy, paste it up here. Bam, it found my name in this sheet from down here. Take this one, copy, paste it, and it found my name, my first name. And then I take this one, copy, and paste it, and it will find my grade level. So what happens in this is that I scan all the kids in, and then I go through, copy this, and just pull it down and all the kids' IDs that are over here, it will automatically populate their last names right there. And then it will automatically populate their first names, and then automatically populate their grade levels. And then it's easy to just go through and just check, because I can also use filter to filter by grade level so that I can just easily mark off and then alphabetize and all that like that. So that's just a cool thing that I wanted to quickly show you as well. Taking a deep breath. Hello there. I am about to get ready to go, so I just kind of wanted to wrap up my week. This week was very eventful, and I found myself having a ton of things that extra on my plate, and a lot of it is because I put it there. I am finding that I really need to be a lot more strategic about the things that I put in place in my classroom, and also my to-do list and what I'm doing for others and how I just kind of organize it. And I need to just plan out my time better a lot. And that's been a reoccurring theme every week. And I still continue to not do it. I don't know why. But this week was a lot of issues that came up with as far as just kinks. I think that I'm going to, next time I do conferences, will have that better under control. I need to now make sure that for each conference I have to prepare a little bit more beforehand before I actually give the conferences. So I definitely need to be more prepared for that. Just as far as the feedback needs to already be, I have feedback already prepped and given to them, but it needs to be more in depth so that I won't have to spend so much time with them. And definitely need to make sure that there's a little bit more organization in my classroom where they're sitting. I have a couple of groups of kids in just a few classes that are getting extremely off task. The flexible seating is not working for them specifically, and I'm going to have to move them closer to me, and they're going to need to be in a specific area. So at this point, I think I'm just going to flexible seating for them for now, and then let them go back in because it's not working for them. And they just don't get that until they can show me that they are able to work and stay focused. So definitely going to have to do that for them, because I want the best for them. So that's why it's, if you can't sit properly, you can't use it correctly, you can't do what you need to do, then you're going to have to move to a different location. I think I'm going to change my flexible seating around a little bit. I don't really know. I did move the mat over closer to the wall, and it just needed to be there just to add some more ability to sit. And yeah, anime club was today, so I had some stress this morning, difficulty trying to get the sound system to work, and my kids didn't even get to look at anything or screen anything, so I was a little bit disappointed. However, we're gonna get it fixed, it's gonna work out, and it's gonna be great. So at this point now, I'm just looking forward to the weekend, spending quality time with my kiddos and the hubster, and just chilling out. I am definitely, this weekend, I'm going to go ahead and complete the next topic, and then next weekend I'm going to do the last topic for the unit. Because now that I've already done one, or how I want it set up, it's going to be way easier for the rest going forward. So, and I think what I'm also going to do is I'm going to have maybe like one day a week where we just all come together and kind of review one of the assignments that I'm going to make mandatory, and it was just going to be them note-taking, and we're just going to do that. So I'm going to let them go forth and try it on their own, I guess what you would call struggle time, and from a template that my literacy coach, is it my literacy coach? I guess it's a school's literacy coach, shared with me, and from another school, from another teacher, and I am going to use that template for them to use their digital tech book as far as like a notes kind of thing, and kind of guide them in to do their note taking. And then I think I'm going to just do a review thing on that at the end of the week, so that if they had any discrepancies with it or had any questions or were not able to complete because they didn't quite understand different things, then I can work with them on that. So all in all, this week was productive, had some bumps, but definitely made it to the end. And changing up the restroom really did work. I'm just gonna have to talk with a couple of kids about, hey, you need to go before class or wait until after class. So definitely gonna do that. And thinking it was all good. Conferences went well. I was able to hit everyone except for a few students, and those students I'm just going to pull all together because I think they're pretty much at the same place, and they were still watching their videos, so it was no reason for me to pull them, so that's why they didn't get pulled. And yeah, looking good. And we're just going to see how it goes on the way on. And yeah, so oh yeah, one thing, we had some issues this week with the iOS 11 update. So some of my kids updated and they were not able to use some of the like as far as our learning management system, it didn't work well, it didn't sync well. So that was another thing that was a little crazy, but we did get it under control. It's under control now, and it's getting fixed, and everything's working out great. So hope that everyone had a great week. Hope that you were able to get everything that you needed accomplished as far as on your main to-do list, and stay positive, and I will see you next week. Bye.